Hello. So this is a functional flow. We're going to do some fun foam roller stuff today. And I'm going to talk us through certain exercises that maybe some people might not like because of wrist tenderness or anything like that. I'm going to try to give you guys some modifications along the way. Most of what we're going to do will be completely doable, I think, by almost everyone. Okay. So I'm going to shut off my heater down here. And I don't have my mat out at this moment just because I just don't feel that I need it, but I think I may grab it a little bit later or maybe not. We'll see. I have my foam roller here. I'm going to adjust so you can see me a bit better. Yeah. And we will begin loosening things up a little bit. So you're going to take your foam roller just like I have mine and maybe step the feet apart about hip distance or a little bit more. And then the foam roller is going to come up towards the ceiling and you're just going to gently grab onto the edges. And we're just going to do a little side to side at first. Try and let your shoulder blades kind of slide away from the ear a little bit. Actually, I like the way this feels. When you come over to the right, straighten the left arm and bend your right elbow. And then come back to the center. When you come over to the left, straighten the right arm, bend the left elbow. And let's do this a few more times. Try to inhale as you reach over a couple of times, and then maybe try to exhale a couple of times. This is a big stretch for me. Okay, so now we're going to come and kind of incorporate a little bit of like an around the world feeling. So I'm going to come over towards the left, and I'm going to start to sort of curl forward, bringing the foam roller in front of my head, over to the right, and then back to the center. And then I'll do the same thing to the right. Bend the right arm, straighten the left, roll around. Along the way, bend the left arm, straighten the right, and then come back to center. Let's do one more each way. And then the last one. And then come back to center, okay? So now I'm gonna put this guy down. And about one arm's distance away. And then we can bring both hands on top of the foam roller. And I'm gonna step back a little bit, as you can see, leaning the hips back, keeping the arms nice and straight. And we're just gonna soften the knees, send the hips back, and reach forward through the fingertips. So, you know, I have quite a bit of weight down into the foam roller, and I'm probably pushing the foam roller forward a little bit. I think you can feel how you can use the foam roller to get your balance in check, and then send your hips back and your arms forward. I have a pretty straight spine right now. And then we're gonna push through the feet and then come up into flexion, a flexed spine. So a rounded shape. And then soften the knees, and we'll try that again. So it's almost like cat-cow. I'm not really arching here, although maybe I will start to in this one right here. And then push through the feet and round through the spine. And let's continue to incorporate a breath. Maybe inhale on the way down. Maybe exhale on the way up. Let's let our head be heavy. And let's do two more here. Bend the knees, arch the back. Use the foam roller to lengthen the arms. Keep the neck long. And then round, come up. One more. Good. And now let's come back to this straight-ish spine position here, long arms. I just widened my feet a little bit wider than my hips. And now I'm gently going to bring my upper body right and left. So this is where a flexible foam roller really comes in handy. I'm sticking my tush back and reaching my arms forward. and bringing the foam roller right and left. And really what's happening is the foam roller is bending because it's quite bendy. I'm just going to do one more each way and then come back to the center and come all the way up to stand. Okay? A little bit of a spine warm up there. All right, so now I'm going to put the foam roller right next to me. For me right now, it's on my right. We'll do both sides, so whichever one is probably fine. I'm going to bring my left hand to my hip, and I'm going to keep my right hand right here. And as you can see, the foam roller is like not too far, not too close. There's this kind of sweet spot where it just feels like it belongs. Let's do heels together, toes apart. Lift the chest. Belly button is in. Quick shoulder check-in. Shoulders are down. Let's do a quick ear to shoulder and ear to shoulder. One more each way. When you bring your head away from the foam roller, reach through that fingertips and just reach the foam roller away from you. And then come back to center, okay? I'm coming back to having the foam roller stand upright. Heels are gonna come up just a little bit. Spread the toes apart. See if you can push down with each toe. It's difficult. The toes just want to do their own thing, don't they? But let's see if we can connect to the ground with each of our toes and then stay connected as you lower the heels back down. Press again into the toes, lift the heels. As I lift my heels, I'm trying to gently press my hips forward, lift the chest, keep everything else fairly relaxed. As I lower the heels, the toes continue to stay connected. Let's just do 5 more here. 5 and 4 and 3, 2 more, and 1 more time. And then lower the heels, come to parallel feet. The foam roller is here. It really doesn't have to be there. We're just kind of using it for fun. I'm going to bend my left knee and put my toes down. Looks like this. And then left leg up. I think I want to come out here with the left arm. So we're just standing into the right leg. Use your right toes. Find that whole right foot. Stand nice and tall. The foam roller is great. We're trying not to like death grip the foam roller. But it's here, it's helpful. 5 more. Push with the right foot as you bring the left up. And 3, 2, last one. Okay, and then come on back down. Same leg. I'm just gonna soften my right knee and bring the left leg back behind me. You can adjust your foam roller if you need to. So now the right knee is soft and we're lifting through the back leg. I kind of like point down, flex up. Point down, flex up. Point down, flex up. 4 more. And 3, 2, last one. And now we're gonna do a bit of a combo, ready? You're gonna bring this leg forward, bring the knee up, straighten your standing leg, and then soften the standing leg and bring that leg back. Up, back, up, back. 1 more each way. And then step down, okay? Now we will see how the other side does, how the other half lives. Okay, so I'm gonna bend my right knee, stand up nice and tall. This foam roller is in a place that just kind of feels intuitive, right next to me. Knee up. Pushing down with the left leg, lifting the chest. Taking those nice deep breaths along the way. We're still checking in. How's everything feeling? 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then come down, kind of like this. So I'm going to soften my left knee and bring my right leg back. As I lift my right leg, I'm going to flex the foot on the way down, point, and I'm just going to keep my left knee soft. Flex up, point down. Flex up, point down. And 6, 5, 4, even here, shoulders kind of relax a little bit. 3, 2, one more. And here we have our super fun combo. Up, back, up, back, up, back. Let's do 2 more. Up, back. Last one. Spine is nice and long along the way. And then come all the way down. And you can bring that outside arm down, okay? We are going to come down to the mat. So there's a few new fun things that I learned here. This is one of them. This is what I was talking about. So we are going to stand, face the foam roller. 2 people that may not like this at all, and you may just want to leave it out and come down to the mat and get down there and take a few breaths and wait for a second. Tender wrists and tight hamstring folks, okay? So I'm going to talk us through it. We're going to stand not too far from the foam roller. Not too far, not too close. Soften the knees and then find it with our fingertips, okay? So at first, nothing's happening. The knees are soft. My weight is mostly in my legs and my arms are just lightly gripping the foam roller, all right? So I'm going to relax my head first. And then start to bring my upper body into my palms a bit more. I'm definitely keeping my eyeballs open. So I'm down with my wrists and my palms really hugging the foam roller here, okay? Now come back to the fingertips. Come back to your fingertips. And then go to the palms. Come back to the fingertips. And then go to the palms. 3 more. Fingertips. Keep your knees soft. Palms. 2 more. Fingers. Palms. 1 more. Okay, I'm going to come to my palms, but I'm going to really extend my arms. So it feels like my arms are pretty straight. My head at the moment is in between my arms. I'm going to lift my head. Keep my knees soft, start to shift my weight into the arms and then back again. And lift my head into the arms. My knees are sort of naturally wanting to soften and then come back again. We're doing 2 more. Transfer into the palms, knees are softening. We're getting ready to come down to a almost kneeling position here, and we're using the foam roller to do it. I'm just going to go through this one more time. Please try not to hold your breath. Okay, so here I'm going to soften my knees and slowly come down. I'm going to scooch back a little bit so it's a little bit more hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Right? Okay. And knees and feet will stay in the same position. I'm going to try to lift my knees. And then lower down. And again. And lower down. Can we shoulders away from ears? Can we elbows look back? And lower down. I'm going to do 3 more. I like exhale to come up, inhale to come down, 2 more. One more time. And then lower down, okay? Let's uncurl the toes, sit back a little bit towards the heels, and stretch forward. Long arms. Head down. Take a breath. Keep the pressure of your palms or wrists down into the foam roller. Draw the abdominals in and start to come up again. I want to come back into this position one more time. Okay, so hands under shoulders, wrists on the foam roller. Curl your toes forward. We're gonna lift the hips again. My back is a little bit rounded. Some of you, when you round your back or tuck your pelvis, you squeeze your butt to do it. This isn't wrong. I just want to remind you that the reason why we're tucking is to pull the abdominals in. So when you tuck to more deeply come into this position, make sure you're using your abdominals, okay? I just wanted to throw that out. It's not only just about the butt. So scoop your belly. We're just going to do 2 more here because I wanted to mention that and I forgot. Yeah, because I think a lot of people tuck and it changes the way their spine is shaped, but it's not clear to me that they're just kind of really squeezing their tush. Let's do 1 more for fun. Yeah, so this is getting kind of wristy for me, but it was okay. So I'm just going to twirl my wrists, go back and forth a little bit. Okay, so now we're coming to the foam roller in a way that is normal, kind of normal for us. I'm going to lie it down this way. I'm going to sit on the edge and then lie down that way. And make sure that the tush is really, really, really right at the edge. You literally can align your tailbone. And then, I don't know about you, but this is my favorite. Okay, so knees bent, arms bent. Just get yourself out here and, shift around until it feels like your spine is nice and long. You don't have to overarch or tuck or think about it too much because we're just going to breathe at first. So get your arms and your feet in a comfortable position. If you would like to close your eyes, you're welcome to. And I want you to create an awareness about breathing into your waist here. So fill your waist up with air. And then exhale. Okay? When you fill your waist up with air, you can also think about pulling your back or breathing into your back. So your back kind of comes closer to the foam roller. Nice and long through the neck. We'll do 5 more. You should think about the corset work here. So as you exhale, it's like that corset of muscles, your transverse muscles, they're tightening up with your exhale. The next breath, see if you can absolutely fully empty the lungs. Okay? And we're just going to keep breathing. I would love for you to keep breathing into your waist as much as you can. Straighten the arms so the elbows lift. Palms will be down. Neck is nice and long. We're going to start to lift 1 leg at a time. And along the way, like I said, you're just going to breathe. The less connected you are to the floor with your hands, the more wobbly, the more challenging this will be for you to stabilize. So coming closer to your hips, you can try that with your hands, changes the game a little bit, right? Going wider changes the game too. Gives you a little bit more support. That's your foundation there. So move around until you figure out where you want to be. Also, like picking up your palms and just putting your fingertips down. That's kind of a nice arm activated way to do this too. But come back to the breath. Take your nice deep breaths. Make sure that your neck is nice and long. As long as this is going well, we're going to add opposite arm with the leg lift. Opposite arm. And up. 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 Nice deep breaths. I always kind of have to check in. I carry a lot of tension in my neck and my jaw. So I just try and relax those areas as I am not trying to make them all tense right now. Let's just do 2 more sets here. One more each way. And then come all the way down. Okay, just a quick stretch here. Arms down, feet together, knees wide. This work on the foam roller can get very like hip flexory, these muscles in the creases of your hips. So just feel free to take a little stretch whenever you want. Give yourself 2 deep breaths here. And one more. And let's bring the knees back up again, okay? So now I'm going to keep my feet a little bit wider with my knees bent. And I'm going to bring my right hand behind my head. So my head is right on my hand is going to be right on the foam roller. And then my left arm is going to come up. Try to shoulders away from the ears here. Feet are wide, so when we curl the head, neck, and shoulders up, your feet are stabilizing. And then lower back down. So we're going to do some of these. Exhale to curl up. The left arm naturally will reach forward as you curl forward. And this really kind of forces you to use these upper abdominals here. Curl and exhale. Your eyes should end up like right between your knees. Let's do 4 more with the right hand behind the head. And the right hand can keep the neck long. 3 more. Two more. One more. And then lower down, and we're going to switch our hands. Left hand behind the head, right arm forward. You'll support your head as you curl forward. Exhale. Inhale forward, down. 4 more. Last 2. One more. And we come all the way back down. Let's actually keep let's bring the right hand back and put the left arm back down by your side. Walk your feet sort of narrow again so they're not too close, not too far. Let's say hip distant. And we're going to try to curl up with the head, neck, and shoulders. Keep the right foot down and the right hand behind your head. When you curl up, bring the left knee up. So I've got my left fingertips by my side. And then lower down. We're going to just keep it out into this side. We're not going to switch back and forth. 4 more. You can do some pretty deep abdominal work here. Last 3. Keep the neck long. 2 more. Last 1. And then come all the way down. We're switching hands. Right arm down, left arm back. As you curl forward, the right leg comes up. And down. You may notice one side may feel more weird or different or not good. Pay attention to that. Last 3. 2 more. And then last time. Ooh. And then come all the way down. Okay, let's make the feet a little bit wider. Again, arms are going to come up. Palms can face forward. Palms are going to face forward. Bend your elbows so they come out to the sides. My elbows are in line with my shoulders, hovering off the floor. Palms are going to come back towards the floor. Here's this cactus shape or goalpost. And then let's bring the forearm back up and back again. Long neck, up towards the ceiling, back towards the wall behind you. Continue to breathe here. 4. And back. 3. And this is a big stretch. Each time I come here, I'm just letting the elbows sink towards the floor. 2. Reach back up. Sink towards the floor. Last one. Up. And sink towards the floor and hold there. Breathe here. Let the elbows and the wrists and the arms just be heavy into the floor. This is a big stretch for most of us. This is an extremely valuable stretch for the functionality of the shoulders. Give yourself 2 more breaths. Try and breathe into your waist. One more. Start to move your head right and left. So when I come to the side, I'm feeling a very deep neck and shoulder stretch. Other way. One more each way here. And then come back to center. Okay, arms are going to come back down by your sides. You're going to roll off to one side, push the foam roller away, and then just lie flat on your back and just experience like the weirdest feeling ever, in my opinion. We can do feet together, knees apart, just for one more breath here. Inhale, exhale. Okay, so the next way we're going to use the foam roller is kind of new for me. I'm pushing it down, so as you can see, it's still long ways. We've done this series with a yoga block before. We're gonna bring the right foot on top of the foam roller. This is gonna be like super weird. I don't know, I like it. I hope you do too. So we're coming into sort of like a common bridge position, where normally your feet would just be down next to one another. Right now you have your right foot on the foam roller, which at this minute it seems very wobbly, right? So we're gonna play around with this a little bit. Let's just bring the arms right by our sides. We're gonna push down with the heels of both of our feet, and we're gonna start to lift the hips up a little bit and lower right back down. So you're kind of taking this for a test drive. Lift a little bit and then lower back down. Yeah, so I'm like super wobbly. I'm just really gonna push into the edge of the foam roller as I come up. Now, can you bring your fingertips to your hip bones here? Let's see if when we lift the hips, we can keep them fairly even with one another. And I'm still kind of leading the way with both of my heels. Lifting and lowering. I'm going to do 4 more. 4. And 3. Yeah, and I'm just gently transferring weight into my right foot as I lift. 2. 1 more. And hold here. Small movement. Up a little bit more and back down. Up a little bit more and back down. 6 more. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Ooh! And then come down. So now I'm going to use my feet to push the foam roller and give it to my left foot. All right? Maybe this side will be different. If you're too far away from your foam roller, that kind of feels terrible. If you're too close, that's not so fun. So you kind of have to move around and just find, there really is like some place in the middle that feels the most functional for me in this exercise. So again, I'm going to bring my hands right onto my hips, push down through both feet, especially the heels, and lift and lower. Lift and lower. Up and down. Nice deep breaths here. Four more. Even here, some of you are kind of tucked, I bet, when you come up. When you tuck, make sure it's not just about your tushy, it's about your abdominals as well. Drawing in the abdominals as you bring your pelvis into that It certainly isn't a tuck, but it kind of feels like it. The next time you come up, hold, and it's a small movement. A little down, a little up, a little down. 6 more. 6, 5, 4, and 3, 2, last one, and come all the way down. Okay, just put the foam roller in between your feet so it doesn't roll away. And widen your feet, wider than your own hips. We're gonna push through both feet, curl and articulate up through the spine to come up into a bridge. Long arms by your sides, roll back down. And then relax the pelvis. We're doing this 2 more times. Roll through the spine, you don't have to force it. Roll back down. Release at the bottom, last one. Roll through. And back down. And release the pelvis. Okay, so from here, I'm going to use my feet to turn. Oh, I lost mine. That didn't work out. To turn it this way. Okay, and maybe what I'll do is put my feet on the other side so when I lay back down, I don't lose it again. So now it's going to come underneath the feet, both of them. All right, and if you're somebody with tight hamstrings, again, you may hate this, so just proceed with caution. So right now, my feet are relatively close to my tush. I'm going to roll through towards the toes, and then I'm going to roll all the way out, flex the feet, and straighten the legs. So this is kind of a nice stretch release here, but then we'll come back again. Bend the knees, roll all the way through to the toes. I can almost get there. And then reach all the way out through the heels. And again. And reach it out. And again. Roll it out. Nice little calf roll for a second. Last one. Oh, it keeps rolling closer to me. Roll out. Okay, let's come back. Feet on the foam roller. Feet not too far, not too close. Press your arms down. Pull the foam roller underneath your heels a little bit more, like towards the arch heel area. Push down through the feet. Lift the hips up and lower down. Okay, so this exercise, for me, I like feet wider than the hips because it just feels like functionally for my low back that's the best place for me. Some of you, I think, may like more narrow feet. Give it a try here. Move your feet and then lift your hips and see how it feels. I mean, like, I wouldn't call this fun if you were going to ask me that. It's a lot of work and like things kind of want to cramp, but there's definitely a place where it feels like I can actually do it and do it well. So keep going until you find that. Let's do 3 more. And then back down. 2 more. And 1 more time. And back down. Okay, let's straighten the legs out and just give the legs a break for a second. Just relax them. Right now the foam roller for me is right underneath my, like the bottom of my calves. Let's point the feet and flex. And point and flex. 2 more. Point and flex. 1 more time. Point and flex. Now, go somewhere in between point and flex. Bring your big toes together and then reach the pinkies out to the side. So you're internally and externally rotating at the ankle. Let's do 4 more here. My ankles get really warm when I'm doing this, so it's work and it's like mobility and strength as well. 2 more. And 1 more. And then just relax for a moment, okay? So we're gonna take the feet off the foam roller. I'm gonna roll up to sit, rock up, to sit. And we're going to be flipping over and keeping the foam roller underneath our palms. We'll do a little bit of work for the back of the body, okay? Right out like that. So we can start with the foam roller underneath the wrists. And then you can relax your elbows down for now and relax your head down. So just get yourself situated and give me a couple deep breaths. This is just chilling and breathing. One more time. Deeper breath, deeper exhale than your inhale. Now continue to breathe without lifting your head. Straighten your arms. And then bend, just come back and put the elbows down. Straighten the arms. And go back. Notice this movement from your shoulders perspective. When you straighten your arms, let your shoulders slide forward. When you come back, let your shoulders slide all the way away. And then put your elbows back down. Shoulders slide forward. Shoulders go back. Shoulders slide forward. Shoulders go back. 4 more. 4. And back. And 3. And back. 2. And back. 1 more. And back. Good. Now we're going to add a head lift here, okay? So as you straighten your arms, lift your head and look forward. Let's just have a quick shoulder check in here. Make sure they're not next to your neck. Plug them in or push them away and then lower back down. And lift and lower. 4 more. Lift and lower. 3 more. Lift and lower. 2 more. And lower 1 more time. Lift and lower. Okay. I'm going to pull this foam roller forward and then bring myself back up again. And we're going to come 1 more time into almost what will end up being a little bit like a plank-like position. The forearms are going to come onto the onto the foam roller. I'm going to interlace my fingers, I think, in front of me and push down through the forearms and then bring my knees underneath kind of my belly button, I think will be good. And then curl the toes forward. So we're going to try what we did earlier. This time the forearms are going to be down. Head comes down a little bit. So again, we're going to lift away from the floor. This is not easy. I want you to tuck, but not from just your tushy, from your belly, like I mentioned earlier. And we're bringing the knees up. Oh, this is really hard. Bring your knees forward. Let's try it again. I may not like this at all. Okay. I don't hate it. Keep going here. I really, in this exercise, I want you to find the shoulder into the back feeling because you need to use your lats here. You may not come very far off the ground at all. This can just be a very subtle, like lots of belly work. See if you can exhale through your nose as you bring your knees away from the floor and see if you can keep that slightly tucky, rounded spine because you're using your abdominals, okay? Let's just do a few more here. And 2 more. One more time. Yeah, and then come all the way down. Okay. That was exciting. Okay, we're going to come onto our side body here. Little side kick series. So for this one, the foam roller is just gonna kind of be out in front of where you're laying. I'm lying on my right side right now. Of course, we're gonna do both, but I'm gonna keep my left hand right in front of me. Just a quick note, this could very easily turn into a left shoulder to ear yucky situation. I'm gonna keep saying, pull that shoulder down, okay? Because otherwise just leave this out. I wouldn't want it to just cause yucky stuff. So I'm gonna bring my right and left leg forward a little bit. I want my spine and the foam roller to almost be in alignment with one another, parallel to one another. And then we'll lift the top leg, push the bottom leg down, lengthen the spine, and we will come forward and back. Top leg moves, spine is nice and stable. Left shoulder pulls down and back. Okay, let's do 5 more. I kind of like flex forward, point back, and 4, and 3, 2, 1 more. Hover the top leg over the bottom leg, little bit of turnout up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hover the top leg over the bottom leg. Make that leg super long. Small circles. 8, 7, 6, 5. Left shoulder away from the ear. Let's go the other way. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower that leg. Let's bend the top leg and bring it forward. You can put it right on your foam roller. Isn't that exciting? Bring the bottom leg back. Let's keep the bottom leg in line with the upper body. Lift that bottom leg and lower right back down. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Keep the spine long. Draw the abdominals in a little bit. Just breathe. Breathe. Bring your left shoulder away from your ear. Hold the right leg up. Little pulse. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Flex the foot. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A little bit of both. Point up, flex up. Point up, flex up. Point up, flex up. Point up, flex up. Last 2 and 1. Low as the leg. Bring both legs out. Both legs are super long and lovely. Get your spine nice and long here. Breathe. Both legs are going to come up. And I'm trying not to like death grip the foam roller here. Light with the left arm. Maybe you don't, maybe you're just resting your fingertips on it. Maybe just one finger. Maybe you want to, oh gosh, don't roll away. Maybe you want to bring your top arm towards the ceiling. Maybe you want to lift your head a little bit. So many options. Let's do 3 more. 3. And down. 2 more. And down 1 more time. Come all the way down. Okay, let's come on to the other side here. Side 2. And we're starting with the foam roller not too far out in front of you. If you straighten your arm here and keep it out with the straight arm, the shoulder's going to slide up. If you soften your elbow and roll the foam roller back, there's a place where you can plug that top shoulder in and hold on to the foam roller, and it just feels a little bit more intuitive, I think. Okay, so get your spine in line with the foam roller. Bring your bottom leg, both legs forward. Top leg comes up. Lengthen through your toes and the crown of the head, and we're coming forward and back. Forward and back. Super deep breaths. Okay, so this is such a nice little subtle place for you to remember that your center is connected in between your upper body and your legs. So we're not just chilling in the midsection here. This is an active core exercise. It certainly won't fatigue your abdominals, but you really need them to help you stay stable. Let's do 2 more here. 1 more. And then we're going to go up and down. So a little bit of turnout, up. 6 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And hover over the bottom leg. Make this leg longer than you thought you could. Circles. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We got to go the other way. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We bring the leg forward. There is the foam roller ready to help out. So nice of it. Lift your bottom leg. Lengthen through that leg and lower down. And lift and lower down. Lift. Really make that leg nice and long. 3 more just like this. And 2. Now we're going to lift and hold. Little pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and now we flex. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. A little of both. Point up, flex, up. Point up, flex, up. Point up, flex, up. And 4, 3, 2, 1, and 1. All the way down. Okay, let's bring both legs out. So again, be on your side so you're not overusing this arm. Both legs lift. I'm using it a little bit. Both legs lift. Pull the right shoulder away from the ear. And maybe now we experiment, maybe just the fingertips. This side is more awkward. It's harder than my other side to connect. So this is probably the best decision for me. I think on the other side I brought my arm to the ceiling, right? I think I can do that here with a head lift. 4 more. And 3. 2 more. And last time. And then come all the way down. Okay, we're going to bend our knees. So this is a variation of the stretch we always do. I'm going to pull my foam roller down a little bit, and then I'm going to straighten my bottom leg and bring the foam roller closer and rest my top knee here. And then I'm going to slide my bottom shoulder forward. And this is the stretch. This is the one. This is a deeper stretch than what we normally do somehow. Straightening the bottom leg takes it up a notch for me. Try to relax your forehead. I say that because I just realized that my forehead was all crunched up because I'm trying to breathe through this. Let's breathe. Two more exhales here. Okay, let's wiggle out of this one. And then we'll bring the foam roller over to the other side, okay? So again, for this one, the foam roller is kind of close. The bottom leg is straight, and then the top leg is, of course, bent. And then we bring the bottom arm forward, and then open up with the opposite arm. This can be an intense stretch for those of you with like nerve related back chronic stuff. So please proceed with caution. Two more deep breaths here. Okay, we can unroll from this. Come up to sit for a minute. I'm going to put this behind me and then lean back on it for some massage work a little bit for the upper spine here. So for me, it's really mid-back. And then I immediately bring my hands back to support the back of the head. Elbows come forward. Knees are bent, of course. So you're going to curl forward, look in between your knees, and then support the head as you go maybe halfway or 3/4 of the way back. And then curl back up again. So this is very much abdominal work as much as it is for mobility of the spine. Let's try to check in with those shoulders again. Think shoulders away from the ears. Neck is long. Exhale to come up. Five more. You can adjust yourself on the foam roller, and that gives you a different sort of massage and a different anchor from which to work the mobility in that particular place. Two more. One more. Okay, you're going to go about half of the way down. I'm going to walk my feet in towards my tush, and I'm going to start to lift my tush and reach my knees forward a little bit. I'm moving myself and I'm bringing the foam roller towards the tops of my shoulders. I'm not rolling on my neck. And then I'm coming back just below the shoulder blades. So rolling back and forth with the tushy lifted, support your head and breathe. In this particular exercise, the harder the foam roller is, the more that this just feels great. But having said that, it also is kind of harsh to roll your spine out on a hard plastic thing that's, I don't know, it just depends on what's going on. But just so you know, if you have a harder foam roller and you want more of a massage, then you might want to switch out for this. I'm just doing 3 more here. And 2. Last one. And then we're going to put the tush down. Foam roller is back like right around the line of the bottom of my shoulder blade. And I'm going to lower my head to the floor and reach the arms back. This is a giant stretch. This may not be in the cards for you today. Just give one more deep breath here. And then hands are going to come back. Curl up. Okay, roll to the side. Let's come up to sit and coming up to stand. Right, perfect. We can just leave the foam roller here. There is what I should say. Okay, standing nice and tall. Keep your right arm where, actually let's bring both arms out first. Shoulders down, we're gonna twist to the right, exhale. Inhale, come back center. And then exhale, twist left. Inhale, center. Exhale. One more to the left. Come back to the center. Lower the arms down. Turn and keep the foam roller just behind you. One more thing before you're free, with the option to make it kind of crazy. Arms to the ceiling, take a nice deep breath. As you bring your arms forward, bring your chin toward your chest. Roll towards the ground. Bring your fingertips towards the ground, even if that means you have to bend your knees a lot. Walk out to either a modified or a real plank. If you are in a real plank, and if it sounds exciting to try and put the foam roller underneath your feet, which I just tried unsuccessfully, you can do that. I just wanted to throw that out there. Like, I don't want to, but you can. Take a nice deep breath. Walk back and roll up. One more time. Inhale up. And then come forward. And reach the ground. Knees are soft. Walk out, walk out, walk out. Here we have a plank. You can modify it by putting your knees down and continue to lift through the abdominals. Hold here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and knees down. Walk your hands back. Lift back up. Forward fold, relax your head. One exhale here. And then rebuild. Rebuild. Come up to stand. Relax your shoulders. One deep breath. We did it, you guys. Have a super good day. Enjoy.